vibrating on low frequency, by the way.
These are all low
It's
frequency
all
vibrations.
low frequency, low chakra, low fucking vibrational shit. Don't get it twisted. Laziness is definitely low frequency. What is laziness? Laziness is self-doubt. Laziness is sloth. Laziness is no belief, which is self-doubt. Laziness is zero work ethic.
No
Laziness,
ambition.
No ambition, which is no self-belief. That's what laziness is. Let's sum it up. Laziness is no self-belief in yourself.
Yeah, no, you
You
ain't no
do
ambition,
anything.
and then sometimes
And,
I'm not
and
gonna
you
lie.
got no get up and go, no energy.
No get up and go, and I ain't
thankful
gonna
for
lie.
living.
And I think, see, I'm glad you said that, because sometimes laziness ain't even got nothing to do with anything else other than what you just said. No get up and go. Don't give a fuck. This a piece of fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes laziness is just that. You just like smoking. You just like drinking all day long. You don't want to do nothing else
Or you
with
just
your
like
life.
fucking, or you just like eating, or you just like staying in bed.
You don't want to
like
do nothing with life.
sleeping, or you just like playing a video game, or you just
go
like
get it. No ambition. You want to live off of a woman. You want to live off of your mother. You want to live off of your friends. You know what I mean? And sometimes laziness is because you depressed.
Yeah.
And I could understand that laziness. Sometimes laziness is depressing. Sometimes laziness is anxiety. Sometimes laziness is caused by real problems. But sometimes laziness is the person who's just a fucking piece of shit. Man or woman. Women who sit around waiting all day for child support checks. So normally they get their nails done and their hair done and they can eat and they can feel good about it. So lazy fucking bitch. Niggas the way grown ass, strong ass men who can do something out begging. Yo, instead of, you know what I'm saying, instead of walking through the darkness and say, well, let me go to a shelter and make every appointment so I can get my own apartment and get myself back on my foot. Let me say something, one thing. And you know the little nigga, T, you know him, he used to live on our block, he was chubby, he lost a little weight. I walked in the smoke shop today, and that nigga be in the smoke shop. You know what I'm saying? He be loading the fridge for them, sweeping it out, tying up the garbage. And I looked at that nigga, you know me, little young crip nigga. And I said, yo, bro. I said, yo, you do a good job. You're doing a good job, bro. I like what you're doing. You're keeping here mad nice and clean. And what I was saying was 100% truth. Was no G. You do. I like that. You do. And I said it also because I'm like, this nigga need to hear that. Because he could be out here selling drugs. He could be out here doing anything. He could be, you know what I'm saying? And they ain't giving him shit. But he found some way to play his position. I told her, I said, bro, not for nothing, my nigga, I do the same thing. Nigga, I get up in the morning, I sweep my girl daycare for her, mop the floor, take the garbage out. You know what I'm saying? Because we all got to play our positions in life sometimes so we can do what we want to do. And I said, yo, bro, you do a good job. And sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And my boy, because see, that's not laziness. You understand what I'm saying? You can see he has a little ambition.
He has hope.
I said, yo, bro.
Because that could translate to bigger things.
Yeah, I turn up tomorrow. The music turn up tomorrow. Anything turn. I go to that little nigga and I'm like, yo, boy, you ain't got to do that no more. Come here. You got a paycheck. You good. Come here with me. Because you ambitious. You ain't lazy. You want to do something with your life.
Hold on. Let me do a concept of announcement, man. Because we was talking about this yesterday. Because my boy, Boogie, he got a family member in the industry. And my brother John, why the fuck does he want to do nothing for you? Why you don't do nothing for his little brother? Why you don't pick niggas on? And I say, it's quick, fast. This is a turn off subject. I'm gonna tell you something. The reason the sucker niggas and the combo niggas and the selfish niggas is on, because they're not lazy. The real ones, the ones that's gonna do good when they get in position of power, need to take a little lessons from the suckers and get some get up and go and not be lazy. Because if we get into that position, we will be a fucking cure for the world, of this world of cancer, this cancer world. You have the right position of power. I'm in power, oh yeah, change is gonna happen on a high frequency. As him, as a few people in my circle, and so the people out there need to have that get up and go, because we need to get there. Because too much of people in power, they're not lazy. They got to get up and go. When they're selfish, they judgmental, they conniving, they have always got ulterior motives, and they're physical, vibrating, low frequency creatures. So we need more high frequency people in position of power. But Just because you high frequency, that don't mean you don't gotta get up and go. You can be small all you fucking want. You can be good all you want. You gotta put that work in.
Yeah, because see the problem.
So you can make a change, a real change.
I think the problem with most people is they don't understand two things. You have to learn how to be selfish in order for you to be selfless. You understand? So it's like this. If you in the water, right, and you know where I'm going, because you know what I'm saying, you know the analogy. If you're in water, right, and you can swim a little, and everybody's holding on to this barge, and everybody been holding on for a minute, and you can swim a little, and you looked at everybody and be like, yo, can y'all hold on a little longer? And they be like, yo, I can hold on a little longer. You gotta be selfish enough to say, I'm gonna leave everybody, swim, and be selfless enough to say, I'm gonna come back with help. And that's what people don't understand. You have to learn how to be selfish. And then, if you, like you said, some people are abusers, but then you have to learn how to be selfish and then become selfless. You understand? People understand, people be like, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes people like, oh, you love money, this and that. I'm like, nigga, I love money. I want a lot of it. Why? Because the more money I have is the more people I can help. Now, I could be content with just a decent job. That's selfish. That's being selfish to me. Why? Because I got so much more to offer the world than just offering myself a decent job where it takes care of me alone and my family.
And how about this? I'm going to pick back up what you said, and I got to say two things. One could argue that everybody's born with a talent, and everybody's born with a purpose. And if you're not living your purpose, that's a selfish act within itself, because you're supposed to be giving back. I'm not just talking about your family, I'm talking about to the all, to everybody.
Facts.
You're not living up to your potential, is being selfish to the all, to the world.
Facts.
Because you know who you could have touched and who you could have touched, and that's being selfish.
Fact. You see the
on
thing,
a big scale.
And
if we all live to ourselves and to our highest potential and live to our purpose, what the world could be.
Yo, Dame Dash said something the other day on Matt Harper's show, right? He was like, yo, bro, everybody need to be a boss, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then he said the most refinedest thing of all, and most people wouldn't, and that probably flew over most people's head. And then he said, if you can't do that, yo, come, I got a pack for you. And I understood it. See, because you may not be able to do what me and Wes do. You may not be a creator. Everybody's not a creator, right? But you might be the nigga who can keep everything I do in complete great order for me, where I'm not good at doing that. Everybody serves a purpose, so that's why you say, I'll give you a pack. You understand what I'm saying? Like I told a little nigga in the store. I said, you may not run the store. I ain't saying in the words, but I said this to him verbatim. But you're the boss of what you do. You're the man of what you do. See, so you may not have created a high frequency convo and say, yo, Ron, do this with me. But you could be the nigga when this shit become bigger that keep this shit in complete order, and when we come here, everything's set up and we know boom boom, and we just gotta sit down. See, everybody has a purpose. You gotta get up.
Siegel said this, and I think fell in the air. I'm not the captain of the yacht, but I'm on the boat. There's too many chiefs and not enough Indians.
Right.
Catch something? And that's one thing. And I got this from Raekwon. In order to be, nigga, you can't be a general without being a soldier, nigga.
I got that from Pop Dukes.
And that shit is the realest thing ever. Guess what, nigga? To be a general, you have to be a soldier. Listen, I've been a soldier. My father said it's not bad to follow somebody as long as you're following the right leader. Right. Like, there's no problem. I've been in a soldier position. I've been in the sidekick position. It's following the right leaders to the point that I could be a leader now. That's the whole point. A chief can't be a chief without Indians. How the fuck is he a chief? And yeah, there's no Indians. He's not a chief. And how did he become the chief? Was he an Indian at one point, or was he born just chief?
And here's the fucking irony of it, though. And here's the irony of what you're saying. Because it really piggyback off what you were saying about Boogie. The problem here to me now, and that nigga 18 Keys, I think that's his name, 18 Keys. I'm not too sure his name is 19 Keys or 18 Keys or something like that. Right? I was watching the show the other day. You know, another thing, problem too. There are too many Indians. laziness exists amongst our people and amongst a whole lot of people too much where there's not enough leaders. Everybody thinks the same. So, now the irony of that is, at one point, everybody wanted to be a chief. Nobody wanted to be an Indian. It's like how back in the days, everybody talked about selling drugs. Nobody talked about doing drugs. How everybody now is drug users. Nobody profited off of the drugs. They're just drug users. It's the same thing. Everybody's just content with being lazy. No, I come outside after I prepare the daycare for Shorty and I take the kids to school. And I walk to the smoke shop just to clear my head a little. Because, that shit, it's a lot for me. I consider myself a man's man, so there's a lot adjusting to another type of lifestyle, but so I need to clear my head sometimes. But I watch these kids going to school. That shit be bugging me out. Niggas went to school, we try to be fly as fuck. These niggas go to school with slippers on, pajamas on, pajama pants on, looking bummy, looking dirty, and they cool with that. And I be like, what the fuck is going on here?
No, not my time.
Yeah, and I be like, you know what it is? These niggas don't have no respect for themselves. They don't got no oomph about themselves. They ain't got no ambition. They don't see nothing for themselves.
They don't realize how important outward appearance is.
It is.
Especially
to the world,
in that impressionable time, man.
And to the world, and when you look at yourself in the mirror, to me, all of them look lazy.
They are.
And to me, when you don't take pride in what you put on in the morning to come outside to go to school or to go to work,
but
it shows a sign of laziness. I think that shit is abounding in the world right now.
How does being lazy affect all the factors of one's life?
It affects every factor of your life. You don't get nothing done. You get nothing done. You can't accomplish anything.
Laziness is a big part, man. People think laziness, oh, I'm lazy. That's not cute. That shit can. It don't do it to everybody. It don't affect everybody, every factor of everyone's life. But it can really hold you back.
No, let me tell you something.
For doing something you want to do, which might create depression. Because you're not doing the things you want to do. It goes hand in hand.
Yeah, because you start with laziness, right? Check the thing about with laziness. Laziness affects every aspect of your life. Because if you have a job and you're maintaining and you're able to sustain, as soon as you're lazy, sooner or later, that disease, or I'll call it, or that low frequency vibration, you being lazy will affect your job. If you're in a relationship with a man or woman, sooner that low frequency or that laziness will affect you. You coming over, the house ain't clean, nothing is cooked, or she coming over, the crib is dirty, you know what I'm saying, you unkept, you looking sloppy, you know what I'm saying? Lazy, you know what I'm saying, you sit your lifestyle with your kids. Your kids want to do something, you don't want to do nothing, you're mad, lazy. You know what I'm saying? It will affect every aspect of your life. Laziness affects every aspect of your life.
Laziness is a poison. And guess what? Guess what,
and
fellas?
it leads to depression.
And guess what?
You start losing everything.
It goes hand in
when
hand.
you lose your job, you lose your woman, your kids don't want to be around you.
And it leads to anxiety.
Yep.
And it leads to motherfucking also isolation. Yo, listen. Guess what, fellas? Laziness is a choice. Ooh. Just like everything else. You choose to be lazy. You choose to be depressed. You choose to be anxiety. You just said be suffering from some of the anxiety just now. I chose not to make that shit overtake me. I'm calm now. Calm me down because I realized this shit like that. We ain't done it. You have to control yourself. It's an everyday thing.
Never lazy, though.
Never.
Never lazy.
At one point, I procrastinated, but never lazy.
Procrastinator, but never lazy. I'm always a get up and go nigga.
Where does laziness come from and how? Pardon me. Where does laziness come from and how to stop it?
Laziness, like I said, sometimes a person's just a piece of shit. No, literally. Sometimes people are just a piece of shit and they don't want to do nothing with their lives. I know a lot of motherfuckers like that.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I mean? Sometimes laziness is coming from different aspects of life. It could be coming from depression. It could be coming from the fact that you got so much anxiety about getting shit done, you never get shit done. You know what I'm saying? Because you lazy. You know what I'm saying? So laziness comes from different things, but one way or the other is just a choice. Laziness could come from setbacks in life. You try something, you fail at it, I don't want to do that no more. Laziness could come from a comfortable. And you know, now that I'm talking from higher self, I can tell you exactly where laziness comes from. Comfortability.
Hey, hold up. Let me elaborate, right? When my man's talking about comfortability, he's talking about both sides of the coin. Not only comfortability, like, oh, you set, you good, you laid up. I'm talking about
both
comfortable.
sides of the coin.
I'm talking about being comfortable in an uncomfortable situation.
That too.
Oh, yeah, I don't get it. I'm talking about being comfortable in an uncomfortable situation. Meaning, like, it's what you're used to, and you got no get up and go, and you're like, okay, and you use the word of that I hate. You accept it.
Like, shorty come around, she be like, not for nothing, you know, if you just work out a little bit, you could lose a stomach. You be like, I'm good. Nigga, you lazy.
Yeah.
So now when she leave you for a nigga with a six-pack, don't be mad at her. Be mad at yourself.
It's
nigga.
true. I'm telling people this, right? Like, boom. You said the guy version, right? I'm telling the girl version. A girl be like, oh my God, like, girls worry about guys leaving them. And I be telling, we talking about my show, be having this conversation, shit like that. And guys too. You just said the guy, one of the guy situations. Oh, you know your girl's into six packs or whatever. And I'm talking about heavy, because every girl probably like that, like every guy might like big butts, whatever. But I'm talking about, like I said, if your girl's really into that type of shit. And she kind of tell you, like, yo, I like that. And it don't really take that much to really get a flat stomach. And you just don't. Nah. And you can't really be surprised. So it's like, on the flip side, you know, like, niggas, your body probably don't want to slut, but your nigga like to fuck and he's into sexual things, and, but you're a prude. And I've heard niggas that go months that I fucking a girl, or sometimes years, or weeks. What do you think is going to happen if a guy throws some pussy at this guy? Like, what lot, like, where do people live? In La La Land?
Yeah, they do.
Is that La La Land living?
It's like you mad at the nigga on the job who got the promotion because that nigga been grinding hard.
He comes early, he leaves late.
Everything.
He does that. But, oh, he got the promotion. What?
Nigga, you lazy. Nigga, they asked you how many times. You said no.
I always bring that shit up. I like people like, oh damn son, yo, you sure you in shape, do you work out? Oh son, that nigga, so you got nigga always thinking about his car. You always think you got a fly car. Did you do what you have to do to get that car, my nigga? Or did you just chill, bro, and play the video game and smoke weed? How you expect to get a fly car, or get in shape, or get a bad chick, or get your dreams, or get a good job, or get the promotion? Or how? When somebody like, I don't get, like, and people were literally create this reason in their head.
Because
why is it like it's actually makes sense to them? Like, what the fuck? That's crazy.
Because people problem, and we're gonna go back again. People problem is
it's crazy.
They spend too much time trying to keep up with the Joneses and compete with people. What I tell you, my 3 special things for this shit is communicate, compromise, and cooperate.
Where the laziness come from and how to stop it? You got to take the action. It comes from lack of belief. It comes from lack of self-worth. It comes from lack of self-discipline. It comes from lack of self-respect. And it comes from and how to stop it is to stop it. There's no easy shortcut. There's no easy way around it. Love yourself comes from loving yourself. Do y'all get what I'm trying to say?
I'll say this like the song.
Just do it. Realize it.
When I say
realize you can change that at any given moment.
And another spectrum, one love, meaning self-love. If you can't love yourself, you can't love nobody else, and you can't love anything. I have a cat that I can't stand because it does.
I love Petra. Shout out to Petra, man.
She does the most ridiculous things.
She a loving cat, man.
But I love like this morning, you know me, after we done mopped up and cleaned up for the day, cause you know what I mean? She went and shit on the floor. Now that shit pissed me off. I took her food away from her, hit her with my hat. But then, cause she knows, when she knows, I don't care, cause she gotta learn. But then within logic, I seen why she did it. Somebody put a litter box high up on the stool that she can't get to, so I felt bad. But my point is, man, this cat doesn't, if she don't get her food on time, she would shit on the floor. So it's just like that. So I thought that's what she was doing because she didn't get her food on time. That's why I hit her with the hat, because she knows better. But I could have got rid of that cat a long time ago. I could come home and I feed that cat, kick that cat around, and I do none of that. Because I love myself. How can I,
it's a living being.
How can I treat anything less than what I would treat myself? So yeah, I get mad at the cat. You know what I mean? I might hit her with my hat. You know what I'm saying? I might hit her when she do dumb things like, because you didn't get your food on time, you're going to go doodle on the floor and stuff like that. Come on, like, don't do that. And you know it's wrong because then she'll see me and go running. But the point of the matter I'm bringing it to is like, I love myself. Love myself allows me to love everything else around me. You understand what I'm saying?
So if you have to sum it up, how do you stop it? Like,
love yourself. I mean, stopping laziness. Like, if you're a piece of shit, stop being a piece of shit. Find something else. You know what it is? Because, you know, a piece of shit is a person who's self-absorbed and so selfish, can't see something greater than themselves. So try to find something greater than yourself to love other than yourself, where you just have taken advantage of people, you don't want to do nothing. Find something to live for. And for people who go through laziness because of they encounter depression or something like that, it starts with you.
How to stop it is to stop it.
It starts with you.
Do. It gets easier. The more you do, it gets easier. Just like you got the negative muscle memories, the more you do positive, high frequency shit, you start getting high frequency positive muscle memories, and the negative will feel uncomfortable, just like the positive felt uncomfortable. Summing up. Well, yo, that's episode 23, high frequency convo. Now I mean, we can do what we always do. Play a track from SoundCloud. Shadow Self. I was in a low frequency place when I did this. That's what's a perfect, what you call it. Because, you know what I mean? I used to go see my brother, John, talk to Ron. Shit just wasn't going good. Couldn't get a job at the time. Trying to get my dreams going. It just wasn't cracking. And it's like a battle between God and the devil, my high self, my lower self.
Can I ask you a question? How you got your
I can't get a fucking job that I want. Most my money goes in my blood. I'm fiending, but my mind take me places I can't overcome. Facts. Feel like saying fuck this shit. Grab a cup, get a mask, make a plan, let's get this shit. I tried in God's way, it never turned out the way to all say. I watch evil niggas succeed like nearly all day. Then I think like, what the fuck is going on? Then walk as fuck, and these niggas drinking chloroform or crude up. Go against my brother's judgment when the dude broke. Only God can judge, so waiting for myself to judge. Nah, the world judge when a nigga broke. $1 million question, how to win when a nigga low.
Getting the money ain't shit.
$1 million question, how to win when a nigga lost.
Fuck this shit.
Do it. Find yourself.
Fuck this shit. Pray to God, devil at my door. Who the fuck is it?
That's why everybody feel like saying sometimes.
Fuck this shit.
Fuck this shit. Give it up, right?
Fuck this shit.
Now,
fuck this shit. God, devil at my door. It's a thin line between love and hate. Or even thinner line between being sane and crazy. Like Joker said, a little push. Like she had a baby. Push her the edge, so her crime doesn't sound as brazen. I hear my mother's voice saying, leave it up to God. I know she's right, but the devil's always at my door. Like Gator quick scheme.
Everybody loves living in this dimension because we are emotionally tied to it. They will do anything to go hungry again for another day in this dimension. So to not get up and take advantage of life, you gotta live for them. And I understand that so much more now. Because they will do anything to be alive. So for you to take life for granted and not live to your fullest potential and to your dreams, it doesn't make sense to you. Living your dreams is not making a lot of money and being profitable. Living your dreams is doing the things that you like to do that make you happy. Start back with the show started. Happiness.
that was Shadow Self, West on LG
Beautiful
SoundCloud.
song, my favorite song.
But yo, last one.
God is within.
Facts. You know what I'm saying right now. Keep me under grace, never under law. My negative thoughts is weak, my positive thoughts are strong. Whoa, before I go, let's leave on a high frequency let's leave on a high frequency note. My man Billy Carson.
If they do want to wish or dream for something more, they don't believe it's achievable. They self-doubt themselves. They let self-doubt creep in and stop their blessing, stop their abundance. Because self-doubt is a low frequency and abundance is a high frequency. I'm always vibrating at a high frequency. We are all human beings on this planet together, and we deserve to walk in abundance.
Everybody.
And some people are walking in abundance that you say, well, they're not doing a lot of great things. Well, that's on them. They got to live with that karma.
Facts.
I'm doing the right things. I'm taking care of business. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
Take care of your business.
I raised my kids right.
Facts.
It's on
I
you.
did everything I was supposed to do, and now, guess what, guys? I'm going to live my best life.
That's
and
right.
I encourage you to live your best life.
Right.
A lot of what's happening here when people do this trolling and this hating on when they see a person that appears to be successful and they want to troll and hate on them, a lot of it has to do with their own laziness and their own lack of abundance mentality, their own lack mentality. They don't believe that they even deserve anything worth than what they have right now. And if they do want to wish or dream for something more, they don't believe it's achievable. They doubt, they self-doubt themselves. They let self-doubt creep in and stop their blessing, stop their abundance. Because self-doubt is a low frequency and abundance is a high frequency.
Wolf.